Okay, good morning, millionaires. Good morning, millionaires. I hope you're feeling good this morning. Here we are in the second month of the year. I don't know whether you're watching the replay. If you are, then give me a replay, gang. You know what I mean? But regardless of what month you're watching this, we all treat time the worst, even though we want it the most, right? Every single one of us can relate to the fact that it is about one of the biggest frailties of human nature, that a lot of times we do not act in accordance with our true beliefs. We don't act in accordance with our true feelings. And time is one really interesting way that we break these rules of spirit, right? Like, how are we going to want more time? Everybody wants more life. Everybody wants more enjoyment out of life. Everybody wants to do more with what they've been given, right? And yet everybody can look back on their past and say, man, I could have done a lot more with what I had, right? There's not a single one of us. My mentor asked that in front of crowds all the time. Like, who in here feels like if they had it to do all over again, they could have done a lot more with what they were given, right? And every single time, all the hands go up, because it's just one of those things in human life. So when you're running out of energy, when you're trying to figure out your goals, when it's time to stop working for the day, how many of us kind of sit around like, man, what did I do today to move towards my biggest goals? What did I do today to move towards my biggest goals? Can I get a witness? A lot of times you're not too sure. Where did the day go? A lot of times you're not too sure. And then this familiar feeling of frustration creeps up on you again. Now you're closing your laptop. You make this little resolution that you're going to do better the next day. But is this really the solution? So what I got for all my entrepreneurs this morning is I got 6 different ways that you can accomplish your goals for the year in just 6 months. Make sure you like this thing. Make sure you comment. Make sure you share and subscribe. This is how you start to make the algorithm that Facebook uses or that YouTube uses show you more power. You know what I mean? You got to like it. You got to comment. You got to share. This is how you make Facebook treat you right. This is how you make the algorithm do you nice. You know what I mean? Make sure you share this with somebody, and somebody give me 6 hacks. We're going to get started right away because we don't have much time. Here's the first one I got for you, y'all. Go out and network. Go out and network. Outside is opening back up, y'all. But what I want you to know, somebody write this in your comments. Innovation and evolution thrive in large networks. Innovation and evolution thrive in large networks. So stop isolating yourself. You know, hopefully COVID is on its way out of here. Hopefully outside is opening back up. Goodness knows y'all will go outside for a sporting event, or y'all will go outside to go to the club. So how about if you go outside to do some networking? Millionaires, find networking events. Find a mastermind group. Everybody in the comments right now, tell me your favorite network that you participate in, right? A lot of us don't realize it. You know, there's this certain form of business they call network marketing, but check it out. Do you realize networking is marketing? Do you realize networking is marketing? Man, I just now had quite a situation happen recently where I did what it took to get inside one particular network. I was able to kind of like form a relationship with this one kind of like influencer. And next thing you know, my phone started ringing off the hook with all these other guys because I've been given a nod of approval. Millionaires, if you want to hit your year's goals in 6 months, if you want to go further, faster, with less effort, I'm trying to tell you, you've got to join more networks. Okay, women's empowerment brunches, the minority mastermind. And if you were on that Kaizen Academy #1 of Prospects on Demand, this Saturday, we're finishing up the series. I don't know if you're watching the replay right now, but by the time you watch this, maybe it will have already been in the history. But we did a 3-part series called Prospects on Demand. The 3rd part is coming up this weekend, where we're focusing on getting appointments, like getting for dummies, right? It's going to be a game changer. Mark my words. But that first class, when we're talking about how to find qualified, ready to buy prospects who are ready to join you, what we said is that, look, If you can't find a women's empowerment brunch, maybe it needs to be you that puts one together. You hear what I'm saying? Black Business Church, okay. Rich Rising Millionaires. Oh, I think she's saying Rich Rising. Okay. I ain't mad at that. Kim said her favorite network is Toastmasters. Hopefully you're getting some events from, hopefully you're getting some ideas from some of these. That's right. Innovation and evolution thrive in large networks. Let's get it. Okay. Elaine just now started Toastmasters. Taylor is like business shower events. I love that. Oh yeah, Mimi. Not only will there be a replay available this week, but if you join the Kaizen Academy, you get all the archives of every class we ever did. And I highly suggest everybody take those first 2 of Prospects on Demand so that you're ready for part 3. Even if you don't, part 3 is still going to be a game changer, but I'm telling you, and plus you get the certificate. If you take all 3 classes, then you get the certificate. You'll be able to hang that thing on your wall and remind yourself who you is. You know what I'm saying? But check it out. Find a networking event or create a networking event. Somebody say, find it or design it. Either you need to find it or you need to design it. You hear me? This is going to fast forward you to your goals more than you can believe. Because what we need to realize, and what I tried to get across in that first Kaizen Academy class, one of the powerful points that we tried to get everybody to see is that when you have influence, you can be incompetent in every other area and still win at business. Is that crazy? And I gave him this example. I was like, Michael Jordan don't know nothing about underwear, right? Michael Jordan don't know nothing about underwear, but because he's Michael Jordan, right? I mean, what y'all think? He's studying thread count? Nah, but because he has influence in one area, there's this weird thing the brain does where it gives you influence in a lot of other areas just because you have influence in one area. That's why a doctor call you to participate in their little home-based business. You like, sign me up, right? Now, the doctor don't know nothing about business. The doctor been studying cutting into bodies. But because he has influence in one area, you automatically give him influence in other areas. Am I making sense to somebody out there? This is a game-changing kind of concept for you. That's why I'm spending so much time on number 1, but we still got 5 more to get you. Meet weekly, okay? Meet bi-monthly with accountability friends who are going to ask you about your progress and hold you accountable. This is going to motivate you to move your business. You're seeing them improve. You're seeing them progress. And it wakes something up in you where you're like, you know what? I can do this too. If they can do it, I can do it. It changes everything for you. Am I making sense? Yeah, Dr. Faye, you better let them know. That's why I be telling them like that Kaizen Academy ain't no joke, because the whole idea here is that we're trying to teach you all of the things that we never learned in business school. That's the whole point of the Kaizen Academy. Networking is marketing, y'all. Networking is marketing. You're marketing yourself. You're marketing your uniqueness. You're marketing what you stand for. At the end of the day, that's what marketing is. It's what do you believe and how do you prove you believe it, right? How do you prove that you believe it? Here's the second one I got for you. Every day, dedicate time to get into the right mindset. Every day, dedicate time to get into the right mindset. Check it out. Meditation and visualization are part of the morning routine of many of the world's most successful people for a reason. You know, I did this training on Ray Dalio, who's like the most successful hedge fund manager of all time. You hear me? Check it out. Ray Dalio studied transcendental meditation with the Beatles of all people, but he's never given it up. Why? Because these are the kinds of activities that increase your clarity and decrease your stress. And here's the beauty of getting a routine going. Now you don't have to use that finite amount of willpower you get every day, that finite amount of focus you get every day to figure out what you're going to do, because you have a routine. I didn't have to think about what I was going to do this morning because my routine is to get up, prepare for you guys, and then be here on time at 7:30 a.m. Eastern. You get what I mean? You want to create a morning routine that gets you in the right mindset. Every decision that we make towards useless crap makes us weaker. This is why people like Mark Zuckerberg famously wear the same outfit all the time. Or Dr. Dre. You know, these are some of the most creative people on the planet. Why do they wear the same thing every day? Why would Barack Obama always go with the same color suit? He wore a tan suit. Everybody about went crazy. Why do people do this? Because you've only got a finite amount of focus and willpower every day. Isn't it smart for you to use it on stuff where it actually counts for something? So doing these activities in automatic mode every morning puts ourselves in the right state of mind without having to use any of this willpower. Am I making sense? You don't have to think about what to do. You don't have to think about where. You don't have to think about for how long. You just apply your formula every day. Am I making sense? Yeah, Miss Ball. Yeah, that's exactly right. All right, here's the third one I got for you. Make space to achieve more of your long-term goals. Make space to achieve more of your long-term goals. Because here's the reality, y'all. Most of the stuff that we do every day is really about some short-term goal we got. You hear me? Posting something on your Facebook page. That's a pretty short-term goal. You get me? Looking over your website, trying to figure out how you can, right? All that, it's cool. You need to do it, you know, especially in today's times. I get it. But the problem arises when you haven't put away any space to work on the more crucial activities, the ones where there ain't no short-term win. I'm talking about the ones that are a little bit more emotionally difficult, the ones that are harder to achieve, the ones that are harder to measure because it's a longer return on investment. You get what I'm saying to you? Maybe for you, it's contacting influencers, and you know they're going to ignore you the first few times you reach out, but you're working on your long-term goal. You get what I mean? Maybe it's writing. Maybe you know you need to be doing more blogging. Maybe you got a friend who has a blog and you need to be contributing more to them. Maybe you need to be creating more content. It's a long-term payoff, but this is the way you get the big wins down the line. You got to put away more space in your life for your long-term goals. You want to use courage and wisdom, not just labor, to make money. Somebody give me that in your notes. You want to use courage and wisdom, not just labor, to make money. You've got to have the courage to do what you know you need to be doing, even if the payoff ain't evident to everybody around you. You need to have the wisdom to do what you know you need to be doing, not just mindlessly laboring on crap that gives you this really quick win. Am I making sense? Even 1 hour per day will have a huge effect on your time. Schedule it too. You got to schedule it because otherwise daily tasks are going to overwhelm you every time. Y'all hear me? Y'all hear me? Here's the next one I got for you. Number 4, limit your information gathering. If you want to go further, faster, with less effort, limit your information gathering. Yes, studying business and marketing blogs, that is important. Absolutely. It's essential to educate yourself. We live under capitalism, which means you learn more, you earn more. But check this out. Here's what I want you to realize. Write this in your notes. A lot of times learning is easier than actually doing the work. So we settle for learning something. We settle for reading something, watching some documentary, because that's easier to our emotions. We have low emotional intelligence. Remember I told you the 5th level of emotional intelligence is being able to motivate yourself to do the things you know you need to do. We've got really low emotional intelligence, so we settle for a bunch of instant gratification garbage. You hear what I'm saying to you? And one of those things that we do is that we just say, I need to read more books on this. I need to read a couple more articles. I need to market some things, right? It's easy to think to yourself, I ain't ready to implement yet. It's easy to think to yourself, I still need to study a dozen more articles, right? But here's the solution. Find a few valuable places where you're going to get your information, maybe like this one, if it resonates with you. Maybe you make this a part of your routine, you know, things like this, the Kaizen Academy, and then you get busy. The reason why you're going to notice in all the Kaizen Academy classes, I'm starting to give you homework. I'm starting to give you activities to do that will make sure that you transform, not just be informed. It's because the only proof of learning is a change in course of action. You hear me? And then if you feel stuck, then go back to the blog, go back to the class. You get what I'm saying to you? All right. It's a waste of your time to learn how to A/B test stuff if you only got 5 visitors to your website. You're wasting time. Like, let's get busy, y'all. Here's number 5. Don't work so much and take care of yourself. Now, I know that sounds crazy, right? But how much work are you going to do if you laid up in bed with a fever or a migraine because you're not taking care of yourself? Now, there's a caveat there, because on the flip side of that, you don't want to, relax too much, because whatever starts off easy, it gets hard. Just like whatever starts off hard, going to get easy. Oh, it's fun to relax all day until it's time to pay some bills. And you're like, damn, I ain't do much this month. You get what I mean? Check it out. You got to take care of yourself. You got to take advantage of the fact that your psychology is linked to your physiology. You need to be walking around the block every now and then, even if you don't want to join the gym, because COVID is out here in these streets. All I'm saying is you need to take some time out for self-care, because if you don't feel good, you won't do good. You get what I mean? Get your sleep, 6, 7, 8 hours of sleep. Take care of your body. Eat more healthy greens. Google superfoods and see if you can't put more of that into your diet. Avocado, blueberry, kale. You hear what I'm saying to you? Make more smoothies. I'm about to get back on my smoothie game. You know what I mean? And here's number 6 I got for you of the 6 ways to hit your year's goals in 6 months. Millionaires, give as much as you can. I'm now at the point where when I ask for cash back at the store, I tell them to give me a bunch of $5 bills so I can give them out to people that ask me for money during the day. What about you? What can you do to give more and work it into your routine? You say you don't have time to focus on others. You say, Haziq, I'm still trying to get myself together. How am I supposed to help somebody out? This is what I'm trying to say to you, y'all. The universe gives to the givers just like it takes from the takers. If all you're doing on your social media is making sales pitches, what you're doing is trying to take, but you're not giving nothing to the game. The universe has a perfect accounting system. Can somebody give me that in the notes? The universe has a perfect accounting system. People who take all the time, they lose respect. They damage their reputation in the long run. But then on the opposite side of that, you have the givers. People who are driven by their desire to see others achieve more. They focus on the greater good. They see the potential in other people that they could help bring out with some little skill they got, with some little resource that they have. This is the attitude that slowly but surely drives people to the top positions in society. You hear what I'm saying to you? Listen, man, you ain't going to find a billionaire that hasn't solved some kind of problem for billions of people. You're just not going to find it. Oh, maybe the problem is they need something cute to wear. Maybe the problem is they need something to connect with their family and friends. Maybe the problem is they need a shopping experience that doesn't depend on geography, right? But what I'm saying is, if you see somebody achieving massive wealth, then what's going on here is they're solving massive problems. This is what drives people to the top echelon of society. The universe gives to the givers just like it takes from the takers. Now, with that said, watch yourself, because people will take from the givers. They will mess around and burn you out. You know what I mean? So you got to guard yourself. That's where that self-care comes in again. You got to make sure you don't give so much that you're being abused by the takers. That's why my mentor had me start the Kaizen Academy, because he was like, you have to give people an opportunity to plant seed, to sow seed. Write this in your notes, y'all. Every time you sow seed, you schedule a harvest. Woo! Every time you sow seed, you schedule a harvest. Is that powerful? Millionaires, all I'm trying to say this morning is that simple changes to the way you work can have mind-blowing effects on your productivity. Imagine spending your day with a deep sense of clarity, knowing that you have control over your tasks, that you have chosen with intention the tasks that are going to get you where you want to be this time next year, or this time 6 months from now. What a powerful feeling. I hope that was helpful to you. Let me see it in the comments what your favorite of all of these was. Let me see it in your comment. What are your goals you're trying to reach in 6 months? Let me see it in the comments. Like show some love. You know what I mean? Like, let me see it in the comments and then share it with somebody. That way, a year from now, you get to see what you wrote and see how far you've come, baby. It's affirmation time. Repeat after me, millionaires. Say it like you mean it. I am so happy and grateful that I keep a